What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Reppin' with Gina G, a show where I rep my teams by the bay. And tonight, this is an overreaction show. What are we overreacting to? The Monday Night Football game where we kicked the asses of the Cardinals in Mexico City. So we're going to talk hella shit about those trash-ass Cardinals, brag like fuck about the Niners, and get ready to crown Jimmy G or Himmy about maybe his probably, I don't know, best game to date. We're going to talk about all that. I've been a diehard Niners fan since 1981 and celebrated all 5 Super Bowls in the streets of San Francisco. Yes, I'm that old, but I won't be celebrating like in the streets tonight. I'm just celebrating here with you guys. So we've got a lot to get into. I've got some guests for you, some really, really good guests. Tonight we have, before we do, please make sure you hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed already, please do. And comment and just, have some fun with us. Join in the live chat. All right, so repping with me, 49ers faithful. First, we have regular show guest, Rod.
What up, everybody? How y'all doing? How you doing, Gina?
Hey, Rod. Welcome in. And we've got, yes, she's here, Danielle. Welcome back, Danielle. Danielle Thompson.
Danielle, what up?
What up?
And I have another special guest. The Wise Soul is joining us, YouTube content creator. What's up, Wise?
Yo, what up, everybody? How
Wise,
y'all doing?
what's going on, my man?
I'm so glad you're always in the live chat, and I'm so glad you could be with us here today or tonight.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the invite.
Yep. And last but not least, Adam, the founder of our network, Driving to the Top Productions.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How are we all doing this evening? And ladies,
What up?
Doing excellent. We're here to brag tonight. We're also here to overreact, which means we're going to just talk about, like, I don't know. I'm just going to fucking say it. Niners are going to the Super Bowl and winning it. How's that for an overreaction?
Damn. Just hit him in the chin right now.
That's how we starting, huh? We
Well,
going
right.
Damn. Okay. You came for violence tonight. Is that
I
how
did.
it was?
And you know what? I've been saying that for like weeks now. In fact, I said that in preseason.
well, since you want to live in that segment, are we going to see 2 former coaches going at it in February? Speaking of,
that could be
and
very
Rostar,
interesting.
Wilson playing against
Gotcha.
their former teams, or is they going to be meeting Buffalo? Which way are you thinking?
I mean, we could see a Chris
leave out the 2
Berman,
seasons,
bowl. That would be interesting. Chris Berman would love to see something like that.
I think it's real tough to get the Chiefs out of it. At the end of the day, regardless of who is around Mahomes, he gets the job done. I mean, he is who he is for a reason. He's a superstar, in this league. Can't be, mad at what, the Bills are doing over there. They're having a good season right now as well, but they also got beat by the Chiefs last year. So until you beat them, it is what it is right now.
Hey, what did Ric Flair used to say? To beat a man, you got to beat the man.
Beat a man.
Yeah.
Woo! That's facts.
Yeah.
You gotta play the best. Absolutely. That's right. And plus, you don't want anyone injured. Like, you want, everyone full force.
Right.
So thanks everybody for being here
man?
tonight. And Throwbacks, he's here. Oh yes, there he is. Hey, just got here. What's up, Throwback? Fernando, and Tanya. What it do?
Tanya, what up?
What's up? So, getting right into it. We are going to get started. And
you already got this show started, Gina, by saying they're going to the Super Bowl.
I know, right? I had to
stand on it. Stand on what you're talking about.
I'm writing this shit all the way till February. Fuck it,
Make sure you book this, memo this right now that she said it.
Bookmark it, this episode. So
I didn't get the time frame of it, but I got the date.
There you go.
Now, so much went on last night, and I was like just prepared, especially given the score that I was like, this might be a blowout, blah, blah. Adam, me and you were kind of close in the final score or whatever, but
we were close.
Overall, you guys, what impressed you most to cause an overreaction to last night's win? And we can go ladies first. Danielle, you want to start? Danielle? Danielle, you there?
Maybe she don't want to start.
Okay. Mac, you want to go?
Let's see. What impressed me to cause an overreaction? That we actually blew them out, to be honest with you, because the Cardinals been giving us trouble. Like, look, I knew we were going to win the game. No, don't let me get everybody confused here. I knew we would win, but I was like, this one of those games, man. It's the Cardinals. They always do some silly shit to us, and we either get smacked by them or we barely win. So the fact that we took it to them, we ran the ball. Jimmy G actually, I don't want to say actually played well, but he played well. I'm gonna give him his props. He did what he needed to do. I'm just surprised it was as easy as it was. I wasn't expecting that, but I'm happy we got that dub.
Right.
Biggest overreaction to me, we didn't run the ball as much as we did. We actually passed as much as we did. We actually saw more open schemes and open routes to receivers that I wasn't even surprised to see this time. We started out running. I saw that, the run wasn't actually working. And then all of a sudden, Kyle just said, the hell with it. And you know what? I'm going to put it in Jimmy's hands. And it was the right game to put it in Jimmy's hands. If you're going to put it in Jimmy's hands, at least do it against the Cardinals. Granted, we understand their record and everything, but at the end of the day, this is a conference game. It's a conference team. But he handled it.
Hold on, real quick on that. Hold on. Rod, on that stat, they went 29 passes, 28 runs.
It didn't feel like that's how it went.
It didn't.
It didn't feel like that. Yeah.
It didn't. It felt like it was more passing than anything, and then the runs came towards the end of the game because it was garbage time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's why
Jordan Mason didn't make it like garbage time. He was running full speed because he knew he had a chance to be in that game. And that's what I love, that part, that he was showing that I deserve to be up there with these guys too.
Right.
Yeah.
What was interesting too is that there wasn't a rushing TD. Was there?
Yeah, there was. Debo.
Oh,
Debo's. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I kept. Yeah. And I used? I don't know. That.
Yeah. No, 4 touchdowns. 4 passing touchdowns.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So it was Debo's, right? It felt, and Tanya said it felt more like passing. I agree. It felt like it was more passing. Yeah.
Indeed.
That's why it didn't seem like, like it was 28, the same amount of passes as yards. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, touches.
I agree. I think also the thing too is how good, who was on the other side? 38. Diamond Lenore. Lenore
Mhm.
played his ass off last night too.
He really did.
And granted, I know it was, Robbie Anderson on the other side, but they made Robbie Anderson seem like he's just a nobody on their squad. I don't even think he caught a pass last night. Maybe one, if that. Rule,
I don't even remember hearing his name. Like,
exactly.
Who, Ray Ray?
yeah, I don't remember hearing his name. So
This is wild.
He had
You
0
came
catches.
from Carolina.
Yeah.
He's
You're a
finally
good
back to
player.
special teams, and that's where he needs to be.
all right.
It's just wild. It's wild to see what's going on, Granted, I know, Kyler Murray isn't the, player or isn't the he wasn't the quarterback last night, but still, they just look terrible. They look real bad. They look also like they just gave up. And then on top of that, a lot of people were sucking wind. I don't think that, if anything, that Mooney Ward was, in my opinion, technically fully hurt. I just think he was sucking for wind. But, they said he had to do a little bit with his groin, but he got out with no injury, so we good to go.
Great. Danielle,
I did not throw back. I did not see what Mooney Ward said about the hop. I don't know. I don't know if anyone else saw it. Anyone else see it?
I think he
no.
was saying basically like, he was a nobody. He was a has-been.
Jeez. Okay.
Like he was talking.
Dang.
Go on, Wise. Go on.
No, I'm saying, wow, if he said that, I'm like, all right, he stand on it. Stand on it. You won't see that man again in a few weeks. So stand on that, I'm with it. I'm with it. That's what a DB, that's the kind of DBs we want, man. I want somebody that's gonna be up in their face talking shit. Like, I'm with it.
The only person we had talking shit was Jimmy Ward for the past couple of seasons. We didn't have nobody really back there with him. So if it's gonna be Ward and Ward back there doing this, it's a good little thing. I like it.
I'm with it. So
I like this. I'm with y'all, man, for real. It is what it is. Talk your talk. It is. I mean, hey, he didn't score on you. He had a couple of catches. Not no couple. He had about 9, I think. But at the end of the day, he didn't score. So it is what it is.
Hey, Danielle, what do you think about, what impressed you most that caused an overreaction to last night's win?
Kyle,
yeah.
big it in his bag.
Yeah.
Kyle impressed me the most. I'm actually surprised. The Glenchie did kind of good. He saved me from a panic attack. But mostly, I'm just proud of the whole team because we finally got our fade.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we finally got that fade that Arizona owes us. But Kyle Shanahan and the defense, I was in awe. Like, I can't even describe it. Like, whatever. And Jimmy, him has to. Like, the whole team was in sync. Elijah, I give him the props. Debo, CMC, like, but it's just Kyle Shanahan. I don't know what he did, but
he's getting time to see what he has.
So, like, I feel like he was able to take a breath and just breathe and coach, and he murdered it.
Mm-hmm.
That's because Rod be on his ass. That's why, like, he got to do that. He got to do that.
True.
That's probably why.
Exactly.
True. And I'm still on his ass though. It ain't just. I'm glad we on a 3-game winning streak, but we beat 3 bums.
He ain't letting up.
Let's keep it a buck now.
I hear you.
That's the bad thing behind it. It's we got to get the teams that we know, regardless of what happened at the beginning of the season, where they are right now. We got to handle these teams. Like, what is it? We got the Saints this weekend. Got to take care of them. You know what I'm saying? They just beat the Rams.
Yep.
Granted, I know everybody's beating the Rams. It is what it is. They're the hoes of the NFC West. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. After that, we got to play against Miami. So, got to get this stuff together. Now we're about to find out what this team is truly about, especially the defensive side. The offense, the way that they're rolling, And contract Jimmy, I can't be mad at him right now. Contract Jimmy is balling. You can't be mad at what contract Jimmy does right now. It is what it is. I got to give credit to where credit is due. But continue to do this every week. Continue this. Hey, I'm off your ass. I'm all good with you. Do your thing.
Yeah. Let's segue into the next question then. Is this Jimmy's best game ever? And I got to give him props. That's why I'm wearing my $1.99 t-shirt.
It was a good game. It was a good game. I mean, 4 TDs. He didn't turn the ball over. He did this to the Cardinals, in 2019? It was right. That was another one of his good games. But
but his best game ever? Statistically.
I mean, it's there.
You were just talking about the Saints, Gina, and they play them next weekend. And it just, like, my phone must be listening to our conversation. It just popped up the 2012 NFC Championship game. Divisional game.
Oh, I remember that. My brother was there.
I was like, wait, we just talked about this. Why is it on my phone? Anyway.
The one with Alex Smith, right? The one with Alex Smith.
Uh-huh. Where he ran one in, and then Jimmy Graham caught that big, long touchdown pass, and Mark Ingram ran one.
That was a hell of a game.
Best game for Jimmy, though?
It might be, though. I mean, it might be up, though. Yeah.
I mean, 4 TD passes in a game.
It's up.
He didn't even do that at New Orleans.
No, I'm trying to think back to games that.
Because remember, Emmanuel Sanders threw one to Mostert.
True. But I feel like he had 4 somewhere. I don't know.
You know, I think like the last Arizona game was when he played Arizona a couple years ago. He did his thing. But to be honest, for Jimmy, for me, like his best games was that first year. Like when we finally threw him in, like in 2017 or whatever. I think we beat Tennessee and Jacksonville. It was before Jimmy was tainted. It was magical, you know.
Right.
I remember that, Jimmy. I was like, oh, okay, this might work. After that, he might got like 1 or 2 games that, you know, might be memorable, but yeah, it might be his best game. I'm gonna roll with that. That might be.
Thank you. I you know what? I'm gonna go with you too. You know why you say that? It's hard to say, like, dang, man, for you to have a four touchdown, no interception game for only 288 yards. I guess it is your best game, like.
Right, because he's had more yards before. But he's had, in those ones with more yards, he's had 1 INT, maybe even 2, and he won a game.
Right.
But
so I agree. It just might be. And guess what? At the end of the day, guess what's still holding us back?
Keep it up. I said, whatever you're doing, Rod, with Kyle, keep it up. Keep it up. Maybe you need to go work for the Niners and
getting on his ass about knowing the actual game, like looking at it for what you actually do. You know that you can scheme everything up. Look at what you did with Kittle last night on his 2nd touchdown. You schemed him open. All you got to do is scheme these guys open. If we heard that their main focus was McCaffrey, then you can scheme a whole bunch of other things open for everybody else. Brandon Ayuk only had two receptions? They were both touchdowns.
2.
Scheme him open. Get it going. And he wasn't was it? I don't even think he was going to him on both touchdowns. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, the offense moved the ball. The defense didn't have to be out there as long as they had to last night. It was a total, I feel, victory on all 3 phases. Even special teams, they balled their asses out too. They was balling. I mean, to get down, you know, and do what they did. Womack, Granny, Womack at the end of the game doing what he did. I mean, good game, man. It's a good game. I'm glad that Dre Greenlaw ended up being okay after messing up his wrist or whatever ended up happening.
Right.
Like, we skated out of there with no injuries, and then coming to find out today that we didn't have any injuries.
Woo.
Hey man, we on the rise right now.
Right.
That's all you really ask for after a W is you
Praise
just
the Lord.
the way we were going
Praise
with
the
us.
Lord.
Who got hurt in this game? That's what you really want to know after the dub.
That's
So
it. That's
you know,
it.
Playing in that type of, altitude, I mean, that worked to our benefit. With it raining in the beginning of the game out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
yeah.
The altitude.
Well, that's them high altitude mountains. You never know what rolls in, right?
The work, the preparation, everything that they put into this week, for it to go the way that it did, it was a trip. It was a simple business trip.
Right.
It was a real business trip that they honestly took like it was business. And I feel like with this type of win, I think these guys understand. And even listening, kind of somewhat listening to Ayuk and what him and Debo had to say up there, but they silly asses. At the end of the day, the way that they're playing and the way that this offense is moving, it's a scary combination right now. It's a very scary combination. You don't want to be physical with this team. And then think about this. In the second half, you now have to deal with Mitchell. That's scary right now. Like, you talk about all game, just good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
To my brother, Gina.
Yeah.
I talked to my brother, Marcus, and he was saying, like, that accident wasn't going to cover the game, though. But he was saying the 49ers still look like the 49ers he remembered. And he was like, don't know what happened, but he needs to stay consistent with it. And I was telling him, I don't know, maybe, but he was like, that game gave him hope and faith that, you know, maybe there is still like that grittiness in there. And I was like, it's in there. You just gotta bring it out. But
is Marcus a Niner fan? Is Marcus a Niner fan? Danielle?
Oh, yeah, he's a Niners fan sometimes, and he's a Raider, depending on what family members. Yeah.
That sounds like a no to me. Like,
because that's what I was wondering, because he's from Oakland, right? You guys are from Oakland.
So did anyone else find this awkward last night that Mr. Allen is the #1 selling jersey in Mexico?
It was a little awkward.
#2 was Nick Bosa. I was just wondering if anyone like I don't know, why is Josh Allen?
Wait, I thought Kittle was ahead of Bosa.
Oh, last night on
I think it was Kittle was 2.
Kittle.
Unless it moved during the broadcast, but I could have swore they said Bosa and then Kittle.
No, Kittle's. I don't think it moved. I think Kittle was, because of the wrestling and stuff, and Mexico loves wrestling.
I mean, Josh Allen's a quarterback. They gonna always get a little shine. He a hot name right now. Yeah. Everybody been talking about him for the last 2 years, so I can respect it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
it'll be Trey Lance in 2 more years, so
There you go. Speak on that for real.
Yeah.
I need to give
probably.
People don't want to have that conversation.
Probably back in the day, it was Joe Montana.
Right.
It is
Montana and Young.
Okay, I was wrong
like that.
Yeah.
I didn't look it up. I just remember listening to it last night on Sirius XM.
Oh yeah. Kittle seemed more reasonable too, off the top of my head, but yeah. I wanted to ask though, is Brandon Ayuk wide receiver 1? And the only reason I ask this, I don't firmly believe this, but I heard this. Has he become more because he's getting more targets?
Yes, the answer is yes. People will get mad if they want to. He is a better wide receiver than Debo. Does it mean he's a better football player than Debo?
Okay.
I ain't saying all that. But as
Okay.
a wide receiver, if I need somebody to hit a go-to route and somebody that I can trust to catch that pass like 15, 20 yards down the field, he gonna be my first option. I mean, he is the best wide
He
receiver
wouldn't have
on the
slipped
team.
wise. He would have had another catch last night too.
Right.
Mhm.
Like, and I love Debo. Debo is a better football player, in my opinion. But as a wide receiver, Ayuk's number one. Y'all get mad if y'all want to, but
no.
As my dude Ross, it is what it is.
Hey, this is an overreaction show. Come with it.
Yeah.
What was that, Ron?
Ayuk is definitely a number one. He runs better patterns. He's outright just a better fit at being a route runner. He can run the route tree. It is what it is. The only thing that we know for sure is that Debo is a star. You put the ball in his hand, he makes plays happen. That's the thing that Debo is. Debo is a make play happen type of player. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of like that Devin Hester, without kicking it off to him. You know what I'm saying? You just never know what's about to happen, but be prepared because something could happen. Now, as far as getting the ball, getting the first down, moving the chains and everything like that, with Trey Lance, next year I think we will see, man, I think Brandon Ayuk is about to be a star in the making. Next year, I think Brandon Ayuk goes berserk. Barring injury, Brandon Ayuk might end up being a top 5 wide receiver in this league. And I'm willing to say that right now.
Stand on it. Stand on that.
I am huge. I am a big Brandon Ayuk fan. So I've been yelling for this for the last 2 seasons. It's just the mere fact that we got contract Jimmy back there doing what he's doing. But their chemistry is also getting better back there. Yeah. That's going to be his name for the rest of the season. Because until then, everybody plays good when it's a contract year. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then once they get their money, i.e. certain players, no names, they start,
say the names. Say the names.
I don't want to say, certain, all pros and stuff like that we have on our team. It just it is what it is. Debo, every week, I need you to run your complete routes. Certain things that you miss on your blocks.
Remember that year when Fred did it?
Debo.
So Debo and McCaffrey both had 7 catches last night.
About time. Good. As expected. I mean, I think we expect that in this offense. They are all pros for a reason. They just need the ball in their hands. If they're the Yak Bros, show us. Just get the ball in their hands. Let's see what you can do. So if y'all can get the ball in their hands 10 times, can you imagine the physicality that you're putting on secondaries, giving those two the ball, and them constantly hitting you over and over the whole game? Again, you still got Elijah back there for the second half. Like
Elijah was out there in the first half too.
Not really. You didn't see too much of him in the first half. The second half, he took over. Running wise, I'm not saying
which they got to figure that out though. They got to figure that out what they want to do with Elijah and CMC. Like, I think Kyle's trying to figure it out. Like, how do I balance this?
Yeah,
where they both fresh at the end of the game. He ain't got the rhythm all the way yet.
Why are they both?
This is the perfect two-headed monster.
There you go.
If I've ever seen one.
Can you imagine if you put all these guys out there on the field, you spread out everything, but then you have Elijah in the back? Like, I can guarantee you a defensive coordinator is going to be like, we just got to figure out who and just pray that they don't score.
All right.
Because even down
these
the
linemen
field, they're going to
protect
block
too. I mean, last night these linemen really stepped up last night, and they finally looked like a core group.
Jake Brendel stepped up last night. McGlinchey stepped up. Nobody.
He was on Buddha's ass on that run play. Like,
exactly.
I enjoyed that.
Exactly. Like that right there gets the team chemistry even that much more higher. It gets them to even looking at like, you know what? all the critics and what we've been talking about as far as this offensive line and it being a problem and all that, or an issue, we got one of the top lines in the league. And I'm like, I understand McGlinchey has boneheaded plays at the wrong times, but all
But if he's that Rod, like last night, they looked like a full core group. Like they were all in sync.
Yeah.
They were all, they were on the same page. And if this happens for like the rest of the season, we might see 4 touchdowns a game out of Jimmy. I'm not saying we will, but I mean, if they're going to keep that protection with this receiving core, there's a really good chance we might see 4 a game.
Adam, you got to stand on that, man. If you feel that way, stand on that, my guy. You might be right.
That's a Steelers fan.
Yeah, you might be right. So,
look, I want to see Ians get 6 to put a fire under my manager's ass.
He's pissed at Tomlin. That's why he wants Shanahan.
Yeah, Danielle, we still doing this trade because I'm all about it. You can have the real soft words in the 500 seasons. I'll take championships like what Cal wants.
Hey, Tanya. Hey, Fred is everywhere on the field, especially the last 3 games. It's all pro Fred that we getting right now. All pro Fred is stepping up in a major way. But again, let me preface this by saying it also looks like all pro Fred when you have 2 other linebackers, Greenlaw, Al-Shaair, Aziz on the other side over there too. I keep saying this. The complementary linebackers of this squad will always make the other one look just as good, period, no matter what. That's what makes them, I feel, the best linebacking trio in the league. This is the reason right here why we see it. Now, if they're out there alone and they got, Flanagan Foles back there, good luck with Fred. Now you're going to expose him. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to keep it real. But at the end of the day, when Greenlaw's back there and when we got, Al-Shaair over there, we're straight. Good luck. That. And then what makes it even that much more scarier is we got to get Armstead back in a couple of weeks. Hopefully he can endure this playoff run. Hey, look, just be healthy for the playoff push. We'll handle the rest. The way that we're going right now, just get to the playoffs and be healthy. And it's a wrap. Don't no team want to handle and face this coming into the playoffs with Armstead. And let's just say, for the sake of argument, let's just say if we get Kinlaw back and he's somewhat producing or showing something in the playoff run. Oh man, this can be a scary squad.
You know what? That leads into, or let's just sashay into the next question about our defense, which, basically, let me put it up there. Hang on. So, our defense is ranked number 1 after this week and number 4 overall. Can we remain that way, like, through the rest of the schedule? And I'm looking at, we talked about we're playing the Saints next week. We're facing the Dolphins after that, which, crazy. The Bucks after that, I think we stand a good chance, although, it is Tom Brady. The next, 3 games are at home. And then after that, we go to Seattle and then the Commanders, who is, I think, a toss-up, because they're playing well. They have their defense. I just picked up in fantasy. The Raiders, I think we could play, beat possibly. I don't know. We have them in Vegas. And then we face the Cardinals at home. What do you guys think? I mean, our guys are healthy right now.
Well, let me say something there. Everybody gonna say that. I'll rush into it. If the defense is who we think they are, we're gonna be fine. Like we getting Armstead back. We hopefully get Kinlaw back. If Lenore keeps playing well, if Womack is able to step up and get some reps, it's only gonna help. Like as long as we stay healthy, Givens, man, I forgot Givens was even on the team, but last night he showed himself. So if they starting to get it together, and to me, yeah, we're gonna be top 5 easy. We might be top 3, and I ain't talking 1 or 2 or 3. So yeah, as long as they stay healthy, man, I don't think there's any reason why we shouldn't expect that. I don't care if we're playing Miami or Tom Brady. I don't care. Like if you are who you are, you're gonna have to see them anyway at some point. So why not prove it now? So when it's time to get busy in the playoffs, we ready. So yeah.
At possibility, we got to play against. At possible, we may have to play against what, Tampa Bay in maybe the playoffs. Outside of that, good luck. We know Miami's not even in our division, so it is what it is as far as that. This defense,
so like divisional Bucks, probably.
Right. Yeah. This defense definitely can be top 3 easily. Like you said, without injuries, absolutely, we can definitely be that. We have all the pieces. We stay in the position that we're in. We can continue to keep posting these second half shutouts the rest of the season if they stay like this. Like honestly, last year our biggest problem was when we were playing at home. Now this year we don't even have a problem anywhere we play. Like it is what it is right now. Like a lot of stuff in the way that we playing right now, we're producing in a bunch of ways that a lot of folks just don't see us moving the way that we moving. And that's the part it's a beautiful thing, that the physicality of this team and how D'Amico has these guys playing and having that desire to play for him and ready to run through a wall for them. Like, come on, man. Like these dudes look like they really on a mission right now that I don't think that – I think the scariest portion of it right now, honestly, for the league is they hope that the issue is Jimmy G. They hope that this offense continues. They hope that they don't come up here and start scoring. Because if this team starts scoring anything within 24 or better points,
he gave him the 2 fingers.
Good luck.
Rod, I counted 1 carry by Eli Mitchell in the first half.
What's that?
I counted 1 carry by Mitchell in the first half. And it was at the end of the half.
That's what I was saying. I was like, yeah, I don't think he did anything in the first half.
I don't know. I just went back and looked. I remember hearing his name, but I guess he was just on the field. He didn't really get the calls.
At all, yeah. But what he was doing out there for the rest of the game, that's what I'm saying. Like, and now that even if you do come in, now you got Mason actually getting a couple of reps the way that he did last night too. Like, we didn't even have to. I don't even think what was it, TDP? I don't even think he dressed last night. Like, this is a scary squad that we had. There's a lot of key figures and points that we have on this team right now. Like, hey, Banks. Everybody still, they don't have nothing to say about Banks.
No, nobody talks about Banks anymore.
Nobody's speaking about
nobody
Banks.
Says anything.
Burford. Nobody's talking about Burford right now. Like, this team right now, man. And the biggest thing that you can say right now is you hope Jimmy keeps playing this way. That's scary that's scary for the rest of the league. Good luck. Good luck. Now we get to see if Kyle can become that true name, if he can really live and stand on that name that everybody is giving him. You're 1 game over 500 now. Let's go. I just want to see from here on out. Let's see what you can do.
Sometimes it does take to read a book into the 3rd chapter to really like it.
True.
I'm all like, that's a thinker.
Right.
Okay.
Come on. things that make you go,
Right.
Well, we've already read a bunch of chapters, and they've
Sometimes I read the last page. No.
Well, hopefully the last page is late February.
I read the last page in January or February 2020, okay? And it ended sadly, all right?
Okay, well, you start a new
Bawled
book.
like a baby.
Start a new book.
Well, I did. It's been 2 years.
To.
It's 2 years later, bro.
Well, sometimes
we're going again, and we're winning this time.
We're all not James Woods here.
Book it. Now,
I will say this. After Miami, I think we will. I think we would really, because only reason why I say after Miami, I really want to see what Mike McDaniels has up his sleeve for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see that running scheme. I really want to see what they really present. You got to think about that wide receiving core that they have against our defense. I really want to see what D'Amico can truly, build and what he can bring against a offense like that, because this is coach against coach. This is like almost brother against brother, because they've been
or student and teacher kind of thing.
You know what I'm saying? So now we're about to find out and see what the real guru type actually is. Is it going to be a shootout or is it not?
It's going to be a shootout.
Oh, okay. Two things on that. Real quick.
I know we're looking way ahead, but still.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I hate when we start doing that. Like, we still got New Orleans in front of us. It's one of those games where we're like, all right, Miami's on deck.
Trap
and
game,
we look right past that.
Game.
And then we're going to be right back here next week talking about Kyle got to go or something. It'll be some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But second, all Kyle does is beat his assistants. That's what he does. Like, I mean, if we look at his record against his former assistants, I mean, Sean McVay, for example, what does he do? He eats them alive. Like, if that's one thing Kyle gonna coach his ass off, when somebody come up that he used to coach with, he gonna do what he do.
Right. I agree. And you're right. I we don't need to look past the Saints. Andy Dalton walking in, he has nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? They just, what was it? Chris Olave was taking advantage of Ramsey, this past weekend too. And granted, I know they got, Rap back there as far as their, safety. I'm not saying that the Rams are us. But you're right. We don't need to overlook them, because anytime you overlook them, certain things, we tend to show certain things when we overlook teams. And that's the part that we can't overdo in this week coming up, because now it's pick your poison on which way we're going to do this. And that'd be my biggest thing. How are we going to do? I don't know what their defense is like. I know nothing about, I'm being honest, I really haven't watched a game against New Orleans this year. I know nothing about them. But
my best friend is a Saints fan, so I hear about the Saints all the time. He already want Dennis Allen fired. So he was like, let me get the website up, firedennisallen.com. So he's done. He's admitted their season is over. But I'm like, you ain't gonna get me with that. So you can talk, talk smack to me later. But he ain't feeling their season right now. So
hey, Wise, can I get him on my show next week?
Hey, I'll make the connection. If it don't go right, he ain't gonna want to be on. So
actually, it would probably be this week for the preview.
I'll make the call for you, no doubt. No doubt.
Thank you. It would probably be Friday night, same time.
9-point favorites right now. The
6:30. Oh, good. Hey, shout out to Mariah in the chat. What up, Mariah? And then appreciate you. And I would love to get him on the show to talk with us, and you could come on too, and it would be so fun.
We might get an argument. So
I love it. Rod had his cousin in for Rams preview, and we had a blast. because his cousin was a Rams fan. So,
Right.
And then he came on for the overreaction show, and that was fun too. So,
Right.
I welcome all trash talkers in here. I welcome them all. I am literally like Gary Payton with this. If you really want to go, yes, I got a mouthpiece. I promise you, I can talk trash with the best.
I'm with it.
I'm with it. Bring smoke. I'm with it all. I want it all. Bring it. I promise you, I can handle it. Trust me.
And you guys, I got to give a shout out to Miss Debbie Deb because she is watching the show. She posted it on Twitter. So what's up, Miss Deb? And she probably and shout out to Crystal Peachy B. Peachy, you probably need the prayers for your dad and your family. I know you do. So prayers up for Peachy. I know you need them, girl.
Prayers up.
We're thinking of you always. And there she is. There's Miss Debbie. We're so hopeful as faithful fans make it. Okay. I'll be at that Saints game, you guys. So I'll be cheering on. Let's go.
You got good tickets again?
So my brother is a season ticket holder, and he upgraded his seats this year. Yeah. So he's in section 129, and he gave them to me and my son for my son's early birthday present. Yeah. So he goes, here, I'm just going to give them to you. And I was like, yeah. So, when you're a season ticket holder, you get those concession stand food for free or whatever. So, yeah. So we got free food. Yeah,
that's what's up.
You can't beat that. Like
that's what I was about to say.
That's the deal right there. So
I don't care what nobody say. That's what's up. At the end of the day.
Hey. So we got chicken, we got popcorn, we got soda, we got hot dogs.
That's what's up. See,
that's all you need.
At the end of the day,
hell yeah,
especially around this time. Damn.
Yeah, that should be like $12 each. $6 sodas. Like fuck that shit.
How much?
Where are you getting $6? What is that inside a
$6 soda? $6 sodas.
Right. Where are you finding these at?
Levi Stadium.
They're a lot more.
In Santa Clara, California.
How much is parking?
I don't know. I'm taking BART.
I think when I went the last time I went, it was like 70. Was it 70?
To park?
It was like 50 or 70. It cost a grip. Like
it's like my brother pays like 50, I think. 50, and it could be more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, these people are getting loaded off of this parking shit, dude.
For real.
Oh no.
And I wanted to ask also, since we talked a bit about Jimmy being fucking healthy. Remember when I said this on another podcast? This was on Botkin Show podcast. I said when Jimmy's healthy, Jimmy, like he needs to be consistent, right? And then when he's consistent, he's okay. But now we've seen he played more than okay. He played damn good last night, right? So can Jimmy win in a must-win game? Do you trust, do you trust him in a must-win game when he's healthy and consistent, right? He did pretty fucking good last night, right?
Look, this all starts with the O-line.
Okay, so that's what you say. Oh, we got to give him. Okay, so O-line.
But we talked about how bad they were. And
right.
Like last night, they finally looked and sounded like they were in sync. And you've seen what Jimmy can do when that team is in sync.
What's up? Shout out to his CG Ruthless. Let's see. Go ahead.
What up, Ruthless?
What's up, buddy?
I'm gonna look for Debbie.
They just looked like they were in total sync, and it just, I don't know. This team looked.
Hey, y'all should get a picture together too, please. That'd be.
I know. I need to find Debbie.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got O-line as part of that package of trusting Jimmy. Danielle, what do you think? Do you trust Jimmy in a must-win game?
No.
You do not.
I do not.
I mean,
he
that's
did
fair.
play good, and I give it to him, but he's until he proves to me he can be consistent, I wouldn't trust him.
Okay, can I ask another question?
Yeah.
What how many games does Jimmy have to prove he's consistent until he's consistent?
For me, Mr. Rod,
Everybody, yeah. So open
just give
question for everyone.
me like from Arizona, I'll say 3 games. Give me 3 games where he played like he played against Arizona. If you give me 3, I can change my mind.
Okay. Okay.
All right, let me hop in this. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like
uh-huh.
it's kind of like 2 questions in this. Do I trust him, and can he win a
Mhm.
must-win game? I don't
Mm.
necessarily trust him. Like, here are the keys, go win this game. Can he do it? I suppose so. I mean, he's been to a Super Bowl. I mean, he didn't win the Super Bowl, but he's been there. When I say, to me, there's only like 3 quarterbacks maybe in the league that I can say I trust. Like, yo, we got to win this game. Go win the game. Jimmy not one of them, but can he win a game? Yes. Rod, go ahead. You want to ask who the 3 are? Oh, okay, yeah.
No.
But
I'm letting you get yours off. I got something to say.
but
Keep going.
it's yeah, I think he can do it. It's as far as the consistency goes, Jimmy is consistently inconsistent. It's what he does. For me, I think I can deal with sometimes him having turnovers and interceptions. It's the dumb interceptions that really bother me.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, you're not even trying to make a real good play. Like, what are you doing? If he limited those, Jimmy, he'd be all right. But it's the dumb interceptions that like take him to a level of why we are where we drafted another quarterback. He does that way too often and at the wrong times. So that's how I feel.
Let me answer this question, and I'm gonna get back to it. My question. Okay, Lee. I really got a question for you, Lee. Hold on. Yeah, I got a question for this.
For
But,
left.
my left. My thing is that we've had 4 years, no, 5 years of the same thing. When is enough? Enough is enough. I think that when you paint the pig black, at the end of the day, it's still a pig. You know what I'm saying? So my thing of it is that no, I don't trust Jimmy G, and that's just honest. You know what I'm saying? Now, can he make certain throws and certain plays? That's the question. That's the coin toss right there, because we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because of past things that has been, that have been there. I have no clue of what he can do now, because now he has according to him, he has a good arm now. His arm is feeling stronger, and he's feeling more healthier and everything like that. A lot of things that are now playing in his favor. Right now, the way that he's playing, the trajectory that he's on, his confidence is going through the roof. I mean, the man wore a pink suit. Come on now, like anything that can rock a pink suit and it's not even October. I mean, that's just swag of a million to think that, hey, it is what it is. Fuck this league, and I'm about to take it over. So that part right there, I feel like the way that he's feeling right now, he's showing us that, hey, to the rest of us 49er fans, I'm gonna show y'all that I can make this happen. Prove me wrong. That's how I feel about it.
And I'm fine with that.
Exactly.
And I'm fine with
that.
Yeah.
That's really what I'm about. I'm fine with that.
Rod,
yo.
do you think also like his mental process? Because I noticed sometimes Jimmy, if he's cornered, he breaks down. So do you think if his mental game gets like back, he can honestly play like a decent quarterback? Like
He's showing us
mentally,
now.
if he can.
He's showing us now. To add on to what Adam said, as long as the offensive line continues to do what they're doing, he's showing through the progression of how he's going from first, his second read is not open. He went to Brandon Ayuk on the third option. He came all the way back across the field to get to Ayuk. So for that right there, he's showing me that he's thinking as long as he has the time. Now, the offensive line, to Adam's credit, the offensive line is giving him that time to process in enough time to make the plays that he's making. That right there, he's answering all the questions, being honest and truthfully, right in front of our eyes. When he gets time, when he gets that position, what is he doing? He's stepping up, he's making the plays. Now, to answer what Lee is saying, Lee, you're saying that we have unrealistic expectations. What's unrealistic expectations for a person who's been quarterbacking for 6 years straight? What's unrealistic for that? You tell me who has gotten that type of opportunity to run an organization or to lead a franchise for 6 straight years. Miss me with that shit. Anyway, like I was saying, though, at the end of the day, when we go on and we
talk
about
your shit, Rod,
and everything like
say
that,
it again, Rod.
put things with context. That's just what it is. I'm gonna speak about my team. Let's talk about it. We're not gonna sit up here and talk about certain things and flake about it. Aaron Rodgers ain't on this fucking team. So anybody who brings up Aaron Rodgers, why are we bringing up an MVP player when we're talking about a backup quarterback? Let's think. Come on, man. Y'all gotta sit up here and think. We're gonna sit up here and talk about expectations on somebody.
I don't think anybody said he had to be perfect. Like nobody said Jimmy had to be perfect. We said
he's a backup
consistent. Yes. Like don't make dumb plays. Like don't make them as often as he has. He ain't got to be perfect. I just told you I'm fine with you if you throw a pick trying to make a play. You trying to make a play. It's the stepping out of the back of the end zone, getting a safety, and throwing a pick on the same play. It's those kind of plays where your feet get all happy and he just be like, I got to get rid of the ball. Don't just take the sack, my guy.
The
like
year that Aaron Rodgers did that in 2 games exactly. in the year. Name the year that Aaron Rodgers did that. I'll wait. I got all night.
They can't name it.
What do you say? Because the MVP chokes every damn year? Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Like, I mean, look. Oh my gosh, this guy. We're not even talking about Aaron Rodgers like that right now. Like, I mean,
right? Like, how can we bring Aaron Rodgers into a subject with a backup quarterback? Like, what are we talking about here, y'all? Like, are y'all really listening to the conversation, or are we just arguing just to be arguing?
And I think that's where we get to it with Jimmy. It's sad because Jimmy's toxic now. Like he's toxic as a 49er. And it's unfortunate that we get in these boats where you got Team Jimmy, Team Trey, and nobody's really like thinking about, all right, we winning games right now. It is what it is. Jimmy is behind the center and we all for it. But you got those fans who are like, when Jimmy plays well, we hear a lot of shit, right? But when we had those games where, 3-4 weeks ago, Jimmy went, nobody says anything. It's crickets. It's, oh, well, Kyle didn't do this for him, or you know, they didn't call this right, or Debo wasn't making plays. It's always some excuse for that. And like I said, I respect Jimmy. He's here now, so as long as you got the 49er helmet on and the jersey on, I'm a rock with you. I don't care. But stop with let him play. Just be consistent, my guy. That's all I'm asking for.
That's it. I want number 6. Who is back there behind it? I don't care if it's Mr. fucking Ed back there, quarterback. As long as we get number 6, that's all I give.
Hold on. I'm a care if it's Mr. Ed back there. If it's Mr. Ed quarterback, and we got some real problems. Like,
but you know, I feel you.
I feel what you say. I feel what you say.
I legit don't care who our quarterback is. It could be Tim Rattay back off from the.
Not Tim Rattay.
Get us number 6. Period. Point blank. That's it.
Get it.
I really wish that we had Trey and he was healthy right now, but he's not. It is what it is. We're riding right now with Jimmy G or contract Jimmy, and it is what it is. Let's go. I'm not mad right now. We're on a 3-game winning streak, and we're bringing Aaron Rodgers into a conversation, and we don't even know if they're even making the playoffs.
They're not making the playoffs.
They're not.
Yeah. We know.
I think
they're not.
Who? I was
Green Bay.
Oh, I think for me, I've always harped on, and I've been consistent about this. Kyle Shanahan, if he's not playing to or calling plays to Trey's, what do you call it? Strengths, then he's fucking him up, which, I'm not going to say he did that on purpose to Trey. The day that Trey went down, the game, I was actually at that game. And it was horrible. It was a horrible, quiet, badly calm experience. Like, just the breath was taken out of us. And I've said that about him with Jimmy too. I'm like, this is, what the fuck is he doing? Like, does he know how to coach these guys? And I feel like now he's finally starting to do Jimmy right, because we know that Jimmy's not the best quarterback, and we knew that Trey was the rawest of quarterbacks given his limited experience. And so, I feel like now with Jimmy being healthy and Jimmy, just coming off surgery in the off season, like, I feel like now, for me, it's going to take like maybe seeing the Saints game and then because after the Chiefs, I thought maybe we would try to give them a little something. I wasn't hopeful, but I was just a little too optimistic, and I didn't think we were going to have many packages for Christian McCaffrey, but now I'm seeing a lot. I'm just seeing a lot, right now. And I want to see the Saints game and definitely that Dolphins game. That's going to be a fucking good game, and if we see some good shit, I'm hey, you know what? I might pull out my Garoppolo jersey because I used to be a believer, and I did buy that on discount at Marshall's. Yes, I bought my Garoppolo jersey.
Not Marshall's.
Okay, you're right. It was Ross.
I can't talk shit on Rodgers. I'm not sure what the hell's going on here, but Rodgers beat us in the Super Bowl, so he always has that over my Steelers' heads, just to let everyone know. Even though Mendenhall did not fumble that ball, it just came out of his hands.
Who?
So I don't know.
Sorry.
Mendenhall back, I'm just saying this Rodgers topic, like, I can't talk shit on him. He beat us in his only Super Bowl win.
Oh, and the 49ers beat him, just him.
Do you?
Every time.
What?
It was at 2011 before the Steelers started their massive 3 wins in a decade in the playoffs. Yeah, 2011, I believe.
What game I'm interested in, and I think the team is a sleeper team for us, is the Commanders.
I know it's going to be,
especially with Tyler Heineke at the helm.
Yeah, they're a sleeper team for sure. Like, you don't know what to expect.
I'm not looking that
I can't do it. I can't do it. Yeah.
No,
I can't either. But I mean,
it's hard to. It's hard to. It's hard to at this point.
It's like the NFL. You're gonna let this story ride with Robinson getting shot, and coming back playing.
Oh my God!
I'm nowhere even close to trying to even think of that far down the line right now. Like you said, now, Brandon, I'm even thinking past somewhat of us even looking at Miami. So let me stop tripping and be honest with it. We still got to fly. Well, first of all, we went from Santa Clara to Denver, from Denver to Mexico, from Mexico back home to San Fran. It's a lot.
Don't forget, Rod, they also stayed the 2 weeks away in Carolina and Atlanta. They didn't come home for any of that.
No. But I'm just saying, just this week alone, just past week.
Oh,
How much traveling that they done just in 1 week. That's a lot of traveling. So what is it? I think Colorado to Mexico, that's like 4.5 hours, like a 4-hour flight. That's a long flight. Then now you're talking about flying from Mexico back to Santa Clara. That's another what, 4.5
on a
hour
short
flight.
week.
Jet lag.
Exactly.
On a
like,
short
that's
week.
a lot on the body. So we really don't need to overlook this New Orleans game a lot more now
For
that I'm
sure.
speaking on it.
I totally
You know what
agree.
I'm saying? This can be a push game for real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it could be like
I
that Atlanta
totally
game
agree.
that we talked about, a trap game.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
it's a trap game for real.
I called that.
That's the
Not
thing.
Mhm.
We've done that too many
Trap.
times. Like
Yep.
we've
I
done
agree.
that too many times. So
Too many times. That's a lot of traveling. That's a lot of wear and tear on the body. You are going through different time zones too. Like that, you got to think about that. Elevation does play on the body as well. Like, hey, I
But
hope we
they
come
kind of
out
like sat out
the
almost the
first
whole
quarter.
fourth quarter.
Right.
So I
Right.
Hey,
mean, they had a
why?
little bit of extra rest.
You remind me with that mic. You remind me so much of my brother. With the mic in front of you, you remind me of my brother Marcus doing the interview.
oh, hilarious.
Shout out to Marcus Thompson of The Athletic. Shout out to Eden Gutierrez in the chat
I
there.
love my Niners shirt.
Yeah,
Love
that's
Gucci.
for anybody that wants to know.
Hold on.
That's
Let
my
Lev made a
ex-husband.
comment right here, real quick. Talking about, I'm not talking shit about Rodgers. I'm saying the playoffs are not easy, even for the great struggle. We know that. Like, you ain't telling us anything we don't know already. The question was, do we trust him? And I literally said it was two questions in one. I said, can he do it? I said, yes. Do I trust him? Not necessarily. He hasn't proven that I can give him that trust to be like, hey, he gonna go knock it down. He can win this game. Even when we went to Green Bay last year in the playoffs, I was nervous as hell. Like that whole day was just, oh man, Jimmy, just don't mess this up. And he won the game, but did I trust it going into it? I had hope, but I didn't say, oh, he got this. I don't think anybody's at that point with Jimmy where they just be like, he got this.
Exactly.
Come on, man. Like,
you got to be realistic about this.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's just
Shout
honest.
out.
Like, that's why I'm not trying to argue back and forth about it. I'm just honest. Like, we've had 5.5, 6 years of inconsistent Jimmy.
There you
Now
go.
you want me to just be like, oh, after 3 games of a winning streak, I just totally trust him. What? No.
Right. Yeah. I'm not going to be that 49er fan that's going to tell you, oh, everything's great. The roses are just blooming. I'm going to tell you what it is. Like, you either can deal with it or you can't. Like,
You can't.
I think a lot of that we get out of, oh, we're not being realistic. This is the most realistic shit we can give you right now. Like,
right.
we don't necessarily trust him, but he can do it. I
He
mean,
can do it. Good luck. Jimmy Garoppolo is what he is.
get
And
the
then you
bag.
look
Because
at
like
his
Ross
playoff
said, he
stats.
free agent at the end of the year. Get the bag, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Get the
I
bag.
wish, hey, please, for the people who really don't like Jimmy or really could care less about what Jimmy does, I legit hope Jimmy shuts our mouth this year. I really hope he does. Because if he does, we win number 6. So that's a win-win situation. Why would I be mad?
Yeah.
Shout out to Double B Studio. He said he was gonna pop in, and he did. What's up?
What's up with it? What's up with it? Shout out to everybody. Hit that, that thumbs up, that like.
Hit the like and the subscribe.
Come on here, talk with us, chat with us, especially in the playoffs. Of course, we know Jimmy G has been trash in the playoffs. So why would I think to trust him then? That's another question along with that to go about it. Why would I trust somebody who has some of the worst statistics, especially in the fourth quarter of the playoffs? Why would I trust that? And now you're telling me after 3 games, yeah, I'm with him. He can win everything for us now. I'd be a fool to do that. I'm 42 years old for a reason. Not the other way around, bro. Like, no, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this, man. Like, you gotta think.
Rod, you don't look a day over 22.
And I appreciate it, but I don't feel like it every day I wake up. Just know that. But you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We got to look at it for what it is. The proof is in the pudding. We haven't been into the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl since 94, 95. So it is what it is.
So
can I make one quick suggestion here real quick?
Go ahead. Go for it.
If y'all don't take this opportunity in the future to give Rod a segment called "It Is What It Is," like I think y'all might be missing the opportunity right there. Just give him a quick little segment. It is what it is, you know.
I think you're onto something, Mac. Mac, you're onto something.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Something with that.
We'll talk, Rod. We're going to talk about this behind the scenes.
Hey,
it is my show, so we're going to do it.
I'm here for the team. You know me. I'm a team player at all times.
We need to increase these ratings or this viewership. So whatever's best for the show, we got to do.
Hey, I just try to get in here and we just try to give this unadulterated.
It is what it is with Rod. That's like the perfect name too. Anyway, we can talk about that way behind scenes because I'm like, it's funny, like, you know, we just started talking about playoffs, but we didn't want to talk about 2 weeks down the line after the Saints.
Right.
That's fair. That's fair.
That is very true. Like I agree. Hey, Lee, we might be just saying the same thing, and maybe because I'm looking at two screens at one time, I might just be misreading certain things at the same time I'm reading this. So let me just say it to you. I apologize. We might be saying the same thing. I apologize. It is what it is. We might be on the same page. Nothing against it at all.
He's just putting hints all out there, like.
Yeah, I just know that at the end of the day, you know,
it's passion.
It is what it is.
It's passion.
Yeah, we're passionate about our team.
Over here,
That's all.
Hell yeah. We've been. I know, Levin. He's been a diehard Niner fan as long as I have. So, you know,
and much respect. No disrespect here, please. Don't.
No,
and please don't.
We all love the same team. And no,
I don't understand. Like, you guys, like, it's all the same team, and then you have Team Trey and Team Jimmy.
That's Kyle's fault.
I don't think it should be
Kyle's fault.
It is Kyle's fault.
That's Kyle's fault. It's this way. So
don't blame my boo.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Don't answer certain questions in press conferences. Well, first of all, we got these guys outside of Grant Cohn who will ask a real question. Everybody else asks these old balloon questions that are so soft. I'm taking this one game at a time, 1 week at a time. We're coming off a long road trip right now. So good luck this week. I hope the guys have their legs together. I hope that their bed was taken care of. I hope the guys was getting the mushu that they were supposed to get this weekend or last night from their women or this morning. It is what it is. And they keep on life.
Oh, snap. And Double B Studio, to talk about the Super Bowl, I have a last question for that too, so we will. And Lev, he says, I'm 100% Team Niners. I just can't stand the skeezies and the OG Niners, whatever. There is that one dude, Danielle. You know who that OG Niner guy is?
Oh yeah,
that one dude. And there is one last question. Going through menopause. Given the recent wins since the McCaffrey acquisition, do you trust Kyle to win us a Super Bowl? I mean, excluding like Jimmy. I mean, or maybe we can include Jimmy in this. So whatever. Keep in mind, we just played the Cardinals last night, so it's not like we played fucking Buffalo or played Miami. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you trust Kyle to win us a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Come on, Daniel.
I trust him. I feel Kyle can win a Super Bowl. If he gets confident enough and continue to coach, I can trust that, and I know Kyle can take us there. It's his confidence that he's lacking. But I think now that he has Tommy from Power, also known as Christian McCaffrey. And like we're playing, he looks just like that dude. I'm not playing. That's his twin. I don't care what y'all say. But I think if he plays like he did as a coach in Arizona, if he becomes that coach like he did in Arizona, I can trust Kyle to take us and win the Super Bowl. Like I know he can.
Do I think he can win us the Super
Correct.
Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
I think now it's almost in a way out of his hands. I think it's all on the playmaker's hands. I agree somewhat with that. Like I think the guys on the field, it's really up to them now. I don't think that Jimmy truly is listening all the way to Kyle anyway. So now, because it's contract Jimmy. So now I feel like a lot of this is based on, hey fellas, this is the last ride for Jimmy.
Yeah.
That is.
Mm-hmm.
So and
ahead,
for
Tony.
other players too. I mean, you got Jimmy Ward too. I feel like this is his last ride with us also, unless
he's been there the
show him
longest.
a new contract. Exactly. But I feel like they're about to move on with him right now because
Right.
it is what it is. It's a business at the end of the day.
It is what it is.
I feel like, yeah.
There you go.
I feel like right now that we can get it done. But I think that the players that we have on the field, they're going to be the ones that lead it. They're going to be the ones that do it more than anything. Kyle just has to make the plays, and we'll see. Good luck. Good luck.
Matt?
Kyle is my guy. Like, and it's frustrating because my expectations for Kyle are just so high. And I feel like he consistently lets me down in moments I don't want him to let me down. Like, I think he can win the Super Bowl. It's kind of like that two-sided question again. Do I trust it based off of his previous performances? And can he do it? Like, he don't really have an excuse right now. The defense is rolling. He got plenty of weapons on offense. He got more weapons than he even needs right now. Like, there's no excuse and there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to win the Super Bowl. So if Kyle can just get in that bag and just dial up some shit, and I don't want the conservative Kyle. I want the aggressive. I'm down it up. We running it down your throat. Like, aggressive. Yeah, he can win that shit. Like, he can win it. It's just show me. Like, go ahead and do it. Because I'm definitely gonna ride with you, Kyle. Like, just do it. But
I'm with you. Go ahead, bro.
I said, what's crazy is that after the third quarter, and we were going into it's not after the third quarter, excuse me. After halftime, I had tweeted right after, I was like, yo, we need to come out in the second half and be aggressive. I hope Kyle gets aggressive and starts calling an aggressive game. Next thing you know, he started that second half out. We started out aggressive. And I was like, if we play like this every week and Kyle plays and calls this type of aggressive play calling and to y'all's, to everybody else's, and like even people are saying in the chat, to everybody what they're saying, as long as he's not conservative, I agree with you guys, man. I agree with y'all. As long as he stays aggressive like this, in that he please understand what I'm saying, but he kind of showed us a little bit of that Atlanta Falcons playbook bag with as much passing as he went out and did last night. Like, it wasn't the same type of 49er movement, but it had a little bit of a twist to that Atlanta Falcon type of
it was the formations.
Yeah,
the formations. Yeah, the formations. Yeah.
And I was like, I noticed
we were spread out more than we normally are.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Once everything started getting spread out and he started putting it in Jimmy's hands, I said, okay, let me see what he can do. Hey, he has three or more reads. And if everybody is dialed into McCaffrey, like we've been talking about, because you can't just dial in and just zoom in on Debo anymore. Now that you have to answer to multiple players, This is now where it becomes a lot more scarier, and I think that somebody got into Kyle's ear and was like, "You might need to go in that Atlanta Falcon playbook and get in that bag and get going.
Rod
Let's
did.
get this thing riding."
Rod got into his ear. Keep it up, Rod.
Hey, I can't be the only person. I think it's a combination of all of us doing it, though.
But do you think after this game, Kyle can finally breathe? Take that breath?
You better not.
You better exactly
not. Yeah.
Not yet.
Keep it
okay.
rolling. Yeah.
I think it was a sigh of relief.
500 and now start thinking.
I think she means sigh, right?
I think it was more of a sigh of relief.
You mean sigh of relief?
Yes, like I feel like
it's like okay, we're in first place.
We can breathe.
Keep the foot on the gas. Let's go.
Until you lock this up, and you know for a fact that we have the NFC West division wrapped up. It ain't no taking no foot off no gas pedal right now. No, we still got to play Seattle. And right now, even though Seattle was on a bye week, Seattle is still, I think, our last game of the season. You know what I'm saying? So we still got to play them up there. So no, we're not taking the gas. No, we don't take our foot off. Now,
not take our foot off, Rob. Just breathe. Just breathe, just a little.
I'm
not yet. Okay. Not yet. Okay.
No, we 6 years into this. I'm not relieving. We're not breathing on Kyle for nothing.
I'm not breathing until I get that Lombardi.
There you go. That quest for 6. I need to go.
Which we get in February. Hey.
And I said you have no room for error and no excuse now. There's none. Unless we have, barring a catastrophic injury to a key player, it's no excuse to not winning now. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just think
and
yeah.
Now that we have CMC,
Tommy from Power.
I just hope that this team stays like they are and able to not where that one guy just gets like, why am I getting the fucking ball?
We're being told that this is not the locker room. We're being told that. I don't know to what extent, but Jimmy even said that this is the type of locker room that these guys, the way that they're playing right now, everybody right now is not tripping off of numbers. They're more worried about let's get this number 6.
Yeah, but we know how that can turn on a dime, Rod. We know how that can turn on a dime.
Mm-hmm.
It can turn on a dime, but it also depends on who your leadership is too.
Right, and Jimmy's been the leader before, so hopefully they can just keep going.
I think you run into those kind of situations where contracts are coming up and people are about to get paid. Like everybody already gotten paid. Only one ain't paid is BA. And BA still got another year before he got even worried about that. So
exactly.
Kittle been paid now. Debo just got paid. Obviously, CMC already paid. Elijah's still on his rookie deal. So
Warner's paid. Greenlaw's paid.
But I'm just talking about on the offensive side.
Yeah, Rod. I was just talking about the offensive guy. Like, when do we get that one guy that just like they're not throwing me the fucking ball and he gets pissed?
I don't see it. Like, because to me, like it would have been happening already.
Being that way.
Yeah.
I don't now unless we, like I said, unless we catastrophically just fall apart, then I can see that happening. But the way that they're going and the way that this chemistry is right now, I don't see that being an issue or a situation right now. I just don't see it right now. But I also don't think that it'll be an issue because of what we got going on. First of all, how and the way that the pedigree is of this team anyway. So I don't think that anybody's above the team. I genuinely don't think that.
Rod, I'm gonna need you to get paid for getting Kyle to wake up. They need to pay you. They need to pay you, man.
Hey, I'm
Rod's like, put me in, coach.
Like everybody.
Right.
I just been waiting on an opportunity to speak this passion, and it's just like, here we go. Let's get it. Why not? Let's do it.
By the way, the Trojans are the greatest team ever. I just want everybody to know that. USC.
Gotta hit him with the fight on. Fight on.
Fight on.
All day. It is what it is, though. You know. Oh, we got one more. We'll beat Notre Dame on Saturday.
There you go.
We'll take care of that on Saturday, and then on Sunday, you know what it is. Tanya, hey, don't be mad at us.
What you mean, not, Tanya?
we did what we did. You know. It is what it is. Hey, we a school full of money right now, so you know. We got a
it looks like Lev played some bets last weekend.
That's
what
right.
He said they want him some money.
The best quarterback in the nation right now. And we
there you go.
After Jimmy said your place fucking sucked, man, my respect for the man.
He went from cornstarch Jimmy back to porn star Jimmy. That's funny.
He went back
That's
to
hella funny.
That was right.
I'm dead.
Jimmy came out. That's when
I'm dead.
He hell out of pocket, bro.
Hey, double
right.
B. That's straight legit, bro. Because he was like, I don't remember what I said, and well, we don't have any lip readers here. He fucking said that shit, and all of a sudden, shit changed for the better.
I think they finally got rid of the Trey.
Anybody was gonna catch exactly what you said, but you know what he said. You know what he said.
They didn't throw away the Jimmy playbook. They put that shit on the shelf.
Like, why did they take a little bit to like say, okay, we can't be running this at all because this is what we practice. Like they had to pretty much put in a whole new playbook with a whole new quarterback.
I'm willing to.
And now that is it finally coming together? That was I guess that's what I was getting at.
I kind of think that it is slowly coming together. And I will say this right now. And this is for Jimmy G right now. Jimmy Garoppolo, if you win us a Super Bowl, I, Rodney, will wear and will go out and buy a Jimmy G jersey and will wear it. I promise you that. I will wear it.
You heard it here.
First. You heard it first.
Gina, we need to tag Jimmy in this and get him in there at the hour and 27-minute mark.
He said it.
I'm gonna put at Jimmy G10. No.
At 1 hour and 27 minutes.
I'm putting it just
in the chat. Then we can put the hashtag. It is what
it is. I love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you stand on that one by yourself, right? Because I ain't doing it. So, hey, but I hope you put this on. Yeah.
Prove me wrong. That's all I'm saying. Prove me wrong.
You're not gonna wear the Jimmy G shirt there, or Wise?
Nah, I still got my Jimmy G jersey from when we first got him. So it's in the closet. It ain't came out in 3-4 years, but it is, it is what it is. It's just I've moved on, I got this new girl now. I moved on. So
he said I moved on. I got this new.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't worn my Jimmy all season because, he's a backup.
Hey, well, keep it that way. Stay consistent and don't wear it.
There you go.
There you go.
This year, and this might be the actual year that we win.
And this is no shade on
That's
Jimmy.
True.
Keep playing well. Keep playing well.
Keep playing well.
Keep playing well, my guy.
Yeah.
Shut my mouth.
I'm telling you, that line keeps him up. And, they hold it, 18 sacks as a team so far this year?
I don't know about that, double D.
I don't know about all of that.
All that, a statue? Not a statue.
Hell
it could be a statue full of
we can get him a bobblehead.
Tanya, I agree with you.
Capri Suns or
there you go, Tanya.
Dasani water bottle.
Can we cut them open and put Captain in them like they do in some of the videos, and then seal them back together?
He said, "Get that man a statue." Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
What? Hold on. What Tanya said earlier about
Brian Greasy.
Giving Brian Greasy credit. I'm glad.
Absolutely.
Because
absolutely.
I said this last week on the show, and I meant that. Brian Greasy is you remember he was the one at the beginning of the year. Everybody was, who is Brian Greasy? What has he done? And all this. Brian Greasy's won a championship. Brian Greasy has been under Kyle Shanahan's dad. So you think that he don't know this type of offense and not knowing how to be a backup quarterback? He's played this position. So why do you think he knows how to get a backup quarterback ready and prepared? He's the perfect person to have there. And to think right now that we're up here questioning if Trey Lance is going to be ready for next year?
Wait. Who's questioning that?
Good luck. I'm just talking about the people that was questioning.
Oh, okay. I got you. I was like, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? No. I'm just talking about the people that was questioning, Greasy at the beginning of the year. I'm like, what y'all got to say about him now? Jimmy G playing, arguably, he's having his best season right now. Under who? His first year quarterback coach? And he didn't even deal with him during the offseason. That's all I'm saying.
Look, we have my man practicing on the field by himself. That was hilarious. Like, hey, go practice over there, Jimmy. You
go on and practice over there, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll deal with you when you're ready.
We'll figure this out later.
Come talk to me when you're on the team, man. And I'll get you right. Come on, man. Brian Green. Hey, y'all better put some respect on his name. And he's not even trying to be out there in the limelight. He's just sitting back, we don't even hear from him. As granted, we shouldn't. But I'm just saying, like, he's balling. He's getting the guys. He's developing Jimmy G properly, I guess, for this year. And from what we see right now of Trey walking around and looking pretty good right now, good luck next year too. I'm just gonna continue to listen to my girl Gina tell the score every week. Because every week when I sit up here and I question her judgment or her thought in the scores, she's been victorious. She's been phenomenal about it. So I have to give the queen the roses and the credit, the props for what she's,
put my crown on.
Put it on. Shine. That's what you're supposed to do at this time right now. Because it is what it is. Booyah.
I love that. I just felt like they needed one game.
Wait, do that fucking noise again? Sorry.
You good?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Right on time, too. It was perfect timing.
Yeah. As I was saying, Adam, I felt
Sorry. I hear that noise all the time on one of these podcasts I watch, and I can't recall the name of the podcast I watch.
Well, we could get one of those too. Just need one of those systems.
One of these guys do it all the time, and I'm like, I heard that before, and I just can't even think of the name of it right now. Sorry. Sorry, got a little triggered up in my brain. Like I heard this before, I just don't remember where.
You got distracted.
It will come to me. It will come to me later. Anyway, sorry, Gina. I did not mean to interrupt you.
The score was 38-10, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that was just. I don't know. Do you call that a blowout?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
So,
Hell yeah.
So because I didn't want to be like, that was a blowout. And then somebody like, that wasn't a fucking blowout. And it turns out it's a hater.
That was a blowout.
So I said that it was going to be a blowout, right? And then I said that we were going to score. I think I said we were going to score multiple touchdowns. And then I said we needed this, and this was going to be the one that we were going to have in the schedule of the year. So damn, I ended up being right. I said it was going to be, I think, 40 to I think I said 7. But I came close.
That's what scared me. And I was sitting there, honestly, no lie. I was watching the game and I'm looking at the score and I said, oh shit, Gina was damn close on the score. And I was like, damn. Because you know how the game gets out of hand and you're like, okay. Yeah. And then I looked at it for real and I'm like, oh shit. She really almost called this game for real like that. Like,
I actually forgot the numbers of what I said. I actually did. I had to go back and watch the video.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I gotta give you props.
Gina, what'd I say?
I was at 42-10. I was close to.
Yeah, I was close.
Danielle, I think you said 28-24 or something like that. Or
28-10.
Did you? 28-10. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I was thinking of Shell. She said something close. She said like something close. That's right. We all said it was more of more of a not blowout, but like, you know, a bigger difference. Yeah.
I'm just glad we got our fade. That's it.
Yep.
I'm just glad we ran them that fade because I was so tired of Arizona holding it.
Because Colt McCoy beat us last season.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't want that again.
That was the trap game last year. We got embarrassed at home last year.
We sure did.
So that's why I felt like this game, the way that we played and how that we served that ultimate high L to them this week, I loved it. Ooh. I loved every bit about it. I would be happy and hoping that we serve a high beignet L to these Saints this week. And they can keep that for them too. You know what I'm saying? And they can, you know, continue shaking on back to the bayou with the L. That's the main thing that I would, you know, that's the only thing that I would.
Bayou. Oh, and I did say defense was going to have a huge game, and they did.
She did.
What's up with them? What's up with the back-to-back second half shutouts?
I mean, I don't know, man. It's Gina's seeing it for what it actually is. And then now it's just like, okay, she might be the whisperer that we didn't know.
And what did I call? What did I call? What's happening in February?
Super Bowl. You said
Super Bowl.
Hey, I do not want to jinx that at all. I want to be,
Gina said, fuck it. I'm going there.
I said, fuck it, and they won.
That's why it's Gina's show.
Hey, double BS. Hey, preach. She on fire. She's on fire right now.
I don't know. You know, I'll tell you what, and I have receipts. Well, a receipt of when the Lakers, I predicted in preseason that they were going to win in 2020 the championship, and they did. And I showed it to like 5 people, and they were like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "They're going to win this year."
You were smart. Oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah, I am a Lakers fan too.
No, I knew that the Warriors weren't going to win because Clay. You know, I was like, "Well, Clay, they're." When he tore his ACL in 2019 championship, I mean, I was like, well, it's not going to be Warriors year. So, but I was like, who is going to win? So I was like, oh, it's going to be Lakers, LeBron. I was like, they're going to win. Anthony Davis.
They just got AD that year.
Yeah. I was like, they're winning like the whole thing. And they did.
They won.
Look at Rod like, yeah, those are the good old days.
And then I know, right?
Those are the good old days.
And then LeBron screwed me in fantasy this week. That's funny. And then, and then John Morant winning Rookie of the Year. I guessed it in preseason too. Got a receipt for that. Posted all that shit on Twitter. I was like, I should have fucking put money on it. And then Miami Heat finals conference. I won money on that.
So what's your betting game? No, I'm not a Dodger fan. I am a Dodger fan. Absolutely not. That's cap. Period. I am a Giants fan. I am a Laker. I am a USC.
Tell Aaron Judge to come home.
Period.
Indeed.
Point blank. So at the end of the day, I got all winners.
Fuck Aaron Judge right now. No, I'm just kidding. Question: what's your score
Where's the-
prediction
that's
for
one.
this? Ooh,
We're not
you
there
know
yet.
what?
We're not there yet, Double B. You gotta wait for Friday.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta wait for Friday.
You got to wait till Friday at the preview show. Come back for the preview
I gotta
show.
look up some stuff on
Yeah.
New Orleans. I gotta look up some stuff.
I got to get my bearings first. Like I got to.
Let them get through the holiday first. Let's get through the holiday first.
Yeah,
Right, let's eat some turkey or
Both
steak
guys
or
eat
ham,
some
whatever
stuff
you're
first.
eating.
I gotta see how they looking after practice on Thursday. Hey, we gotta see who got the
I gotta
itis
eat.
after they eat.
I got to eat turkey,
You know what I mean?
ravioli, Italian sausage, pumpkin pie.
All that.
So
Yeah. We gotta make sure all that. Yeah, you gotta look at the after. You know what I'm saying? We gotta see if Debo
forget
look
Friday.
a
It's my day off.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to make sure all this, so it's a festivity. It's a festive week. So, you got to pay attention to it.
Friday, man, I'll be bored on Friday if I don't do a show. I'll be sitting there going, no.
See? Now with you saying this also made me think. This is also a holiday week, holiday week. So now we got to think about Thursday being Thanksgiving. How is this team going to really practice this week? Like, it's a bunch of stuff going on. So now that even also plays into it. So for us, that's a lot going into a situation.
Right.
Are you truly going to be focused on the game? Or is this just, we just glad to get home?
Right. That's true. That's interesting. Yeah.
Like I said, it's a short week.
It's a short week.
It's shorter than normal. It's a short week, so.
Christmas starts.
Friday.
Shopping starts on what? Friday for a lot of people. Was it Cyber Monday? Traveling Tuesday. Don't forget, for all them people who like traveling and stuff, get on your airlines and your hotels and all that on Tuesdays. It's gonna be a traveling thing too.
You travel, Rod?
Yes. Photography, I gotta go. I gotta travel. My DJ gigs, I gotta travel. I gotta get out.
There you go.
Does
your family travel with you?
Yeah.
I'm
not by myself nowhere. I always gotta have security with me. Just never know when people want to act crazy. I'm not going nowhere by myself. These kids is crazy out here. I agree.
That's true, Miss Debbie.
Same scenario, but they have been in New Orleans. They just played a home game, so they've been home. Now I do agree they do have to travel. You know what I'm saying? So that does play a thing on them.
Yeah,
I agree as far as that portion. But we also are traveling too, and we're traveling back home, and we're also going to eat. And so we got to make sure everybody is up to par. Everybody's back on, the A game for this week. And, bodies are prepared. This is going to be a tough one this week. This is going to be a tough one.
No, we should win this game.
We should.
We should win this game. Yeah.
I agree.
Those are the games where Kyle be giving us trouble sometimes. We should win this game. We shouldn't even at home. We should be all right. But
we should.
I don't want the hiccups. So, but yeah, we
there we
go. No, I think Trey Lance is done for the year.
Does Trey Lance make it back in time for the playoffs? That's a beautiful question.
I think he's done.
I don't think he's done. And the reason why I think
he's done for the year. Kyle Shanahan sounded like he was ready to say we'll be back next year.
I think Kyle just wanted to say that just to shut up and not have that type of controversy being talked about for the entire year. So he just wanted to shut that up. Trey is out there walking perfectly fine. There's no issue with him right now. And this has been the past, 2 weeks that we know for sure. So it's no telling what's going on behind closed doors. Now for the playoffs, the playoffs is in 8 weeks. Do I think he's able to be? Do I think he can be cleared? Yes. Do I think he will play? I don't know.
The thing is, I think they only got 2 or 3 slots where you can return back, left from the IR. if they bring, I don't think they would want to mess with the rhythm right now. Like they'll be like, all right, Trey back. I don't think Kyle gonna want to fuck with that right now. Like he gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna let Jimmy do what he do. We'll run it back next year with Trey. But hey, if he come back, he come back. He walking okay. So
I
yeah,
agree with that. And I'm gonna go and to your point, I think if we stick with what hand is going hot, you stick with Jimmy right now. My thing is the insurance policy on if Jimmy decides to get hurt, especially in playoff time. Now, playoff time, if Jimmy gets hurt, I'm not putting the whole season on Brock Purdy. We just saw the handoff that he tried to give last night to Mason. And if you think that's what I want, if the playoffs is in his hands, oh, absolutely not. If Trey is able mentally, let me make that first and foremost. I think physically he'll be okay, but the mental portion of it, the seeing the ghost, somebody coming at your foot and everything like that. I think if he can get past that portion and he's able and prepared to play, yeah. That type of insurance policy, I'm willing to go with Trey as a backup rather than Brock Purdy. Anyway. Now, are you willing to go with Brock Purdy if Jimmy's to get hurt?
Oh, hell no. Like, hell no. Look, and no disrespect to Brock Purdy. Okay. No disrespect to Brock Purdy. But right now, I'm hoping number 10 is behind center the rest of the year with no injuries. And then we just go from there. Everything, just let's roll with it and we good.
I'm with
but
you.
Yeah,
I agree.
If number 13 got to take some hands, we might got to do something. Like,
I agree.
We might have to make some moves. So
I agree. That's the whole biggest thing. As long as we can keep Jimmy G healthy, on his feet, keeping his jersey clean like it was last night, I think we can ride off into the sunset and we can be okay. I can live with the results of what happens this year if that's the way that it's supposed to go. Now, if he gets hurt, he throws and he's got a torn labrum or whatever's going on with his shoulder again, I don't want to hear that shit about him playing again. I don't want to hear that shit. You need to throw Trey in there and let's ride this thing on home. Don't try and give me the same Jimmy of last year out there with a broke arm and hopefully trying to cripple us into the playoffs like he did last. No, we're not doing that again. No, no.
It's like history repeating itself.
Yeah, and keep on doing the same thing twice if you want to. Don't come back to bite you in the long run.
We got a viewer in here. This is my friend Logan. Well, Adam introduced me to Logan. He's on Variety Sports Network. Do you guys need me to come in and talk for 3 hours about the Dallas Cowboys? No, Logan. I don't. Fuck the Cowgirls.
Logan's closest team is Dallas, so he thinks he's a Dallas fan. He don't know shit about football. It's so funny. But he'll talk shit on Dak.
Oh,
so he's good to bring on for that. It's awesome.
How confident are we of our cornerbacks in depth against high-powered offenses?
All starts with the defensive line. As long as the defensive line can get the type of penetration pause that we need, and we're good to go. If we can continue to get the type of coverage that they've been running and the different schemes that D'Amico has been doing, I think we can be okay. I think we'll be all right.
We've been getting better.
I think a lot of these games come down to just pure chemistry and execution after Miami, because now it's all about sincerely staying healthy. Granted, I know after that will be Tampa Bay, but truly and sincerely, we just need to stay healthy after that and just play consistently, getting stronger, getting the reps, and just staying solid, and hopefully having a number 1 or number 2 seed, or at best, 1 to 3.
And the good thing about that question, in my opinion, though, is I ain't worried about nobody's offense in the NFC. Like that's more of a we in the Super Bowl question. I'll take it.
Exactly.
Well, because in the NFC, I ain't worried about nobody's offense. Like nobody is doing anything that's going. Here come the Cowboys. Fuck out of here. We not worried about them. So
fuck no.
Yeah.
And
let us keep being underestimated.
As sad as crazy as it is, I'm not even worried about Philadelphia. I'm really not worried about them. You know what I'm saying? Because how our defense plays, you still have to throw that ball. And I think that the way that we get that type of, when you got Bosa running at you, we didn't even have Ebukam play this game.
Yeah, that's true.
These are things that we take for granted at how good this defense truly is. Like, Ebukam is not even playing this game. Like, we have three defensive starters out right now. 4 defensive starters out right now. And we're still the number 1 defense in the league. That just lets you know that, well, we know for sure, at least, hopefully, 3 of them can come back. We know Mosley can. Obviously, he's out for the season. We hope that, 99.
Kinlaw,
thank you.
Right.
We hope Kinlaw can be okay for the playoffs. Armstead, we hope Armstead can be okay for the playoffs. That's truly, get a couple weeks before the playoffs. Obviously, get your win right and everything like that. And outside of that, I think the rest of it take care of itself. I hope that Mooney Ward, I hope his growing is okay. Growing is a tricky thing. Because that can be week to week, a slip, certain things can happen. I hope everything could be fine. D'Amico, keep dialing up stuff where you got Fred Warner coming in on blitzes that nobody is seeing coming. Then you have, Hufanga coming on the outside. Like, he's scheming up certain things that we haven't seen in so long, but it's also predicated on the way that everything is being positioned and the field coverage and everything like that. So it's a good look. It's a good look in everything.
Shut up, Logan.
Neither.
We're not getting any new quarterback. Neither. I agree, Tanya.
I agree. And it's never. If we get him, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
And hopefully we don't lose D'Amico, but you know what? He's so good that
D'Amico's gone.
Yeah. The guy deserves a head coaching job. So
absolutely.
At first he got all that criticism, and then, but he's just, it's just criticism. And he's just been phenomenal. So I mean, fuck, to sit there and take over for Saleh, like, he's been doing amazing shit. So
he's had this year and last year. He's had these past 2 seasons might have been the best 2 seasons, even better than Saleh's seasons.
Yeah, I kind of hope we get that Saleh treatment with him, like where we thought Saleh was gone. The year after the Super Bowl, we're like, oh, he's gone. And then he just didn't get a gig or whatever. We had him one more season.
Right.
D'Amico, if you want to give us just one more.
If we get one more,
run it back. I ain't going to be mad at it, but he deserves the opportunity. I completely agree.
You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be dope. And now, but I see that Rams people want D'Amico Ryan. Just saying. I'm not mad at them, but it is what it is. Like,
D'Amico Ryan's number 2 coach on the list, and most people's top available coaches for next year.
Who's number 1? Sean Payton?
Shane something, I think, from Jacksonville.
Oh, you talking about assistant coaches currently? Whoa, Jimmy G is the savior. Whoa.
Oh, offense coordinator of the
Oh,
Eagles,
yeah,
Shane,
he clearly doesn't
Shane
watch. Yeah, he clearly
Steichen.
doesn't watch sports. Or he doesn't watch football.
He does.
Yeah, he clearly
Logan,
doesn't watch
slow
it.
your roll.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
Jimmy G was our savior in
17.
Has he ever been the savior?
No, well, we needed saving that year. That's about.
And
what
to
we
answer his first
needed.
question, we ain't getting
Come
either
on,
one of them
Logan, he's
dudes. We
awesome.
got a quarterback
I think
already.
it-
So
I think it's hilarious how when Jimmy G does good and he's been consistent, it's like everybody comes out and tells him, "Oh, that's our guy. Look, Jimmy's the man." But then, like, if he has a bad game or two, them same fans is always quiet, or they always, well, if the defense in them would play like this, and it's just,
It's called moving the goalposts. You know what I'm saying? That's legit what it is. Anytime we hear that and we see that, it's all it is that it's okay for people to have favorite players. And your favorite player, after a while, he doesn't continue to produce as he's been, in the past. It happens. All players have done it. We're looking at LeBron James right now this year, the way that he's playing. He's not having his greatest year. He can't even shoot from the three-point line this year. He's looking like trash. But it is what it is. He's still great because we look at his past product of, what he's done. Now, I'm not saying he's Jimmy G type status or anything like that, because that's pissing on, a whole bunch. But come on now. Jimmy G, he's playing good for a backup. Thank you.
But yeah, I had a great time on this overreaction show, and thanks Danielle. Thank you, Mac, for coming on last minute. It was great, and I want you to definitely reach out to your best friend, who is a Saints fan, because I definitely want to preview the game with him if he will come on or dare to. And that would be awesome. And thank you so much for live chat. Thank you,
Appreciate
Tanya.
everybody. Appreciate everybody.
Lev.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody in the chat. Everybody.
And burning incense and marijuana. Thank you, Logan, for stopping in and turning this into a fun show. Double B, thank you for dropping in.
This is hilarious.
I love it. Burning strings for Jimmy. Okay. Lev, you are the bomb. Thank you, Lev. You are, he's not a Jimmy G, super fan. He's just, trying to keep it, level. Yeah. And we are all Niner fans, through and through, die hard, hardcore, and we rep our team hard. That's why this is repping with G&G. We rep the team. So that's all we do. Thank you. Whoever else I'm Throwback. What's up, Throwback? You came in. Mariah came in. Fourth and Flex Fantasy came in. Miss Deb. And shit, everybody, thank you so much. If I missed anybody, my bad. Thank
you for stopping by. Hey guys, I gotta say one more thing. Hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving.
I was gonna say that.
You stole your moment.
Well, you can say it too.
I
just been quiet for the last couple minutes. Sorry, I was reading up on these coaches on the 2023 rise.
I love their connection. It is
it's awesome.
The funniest thing to me. I promise y'all. Their connection to me is the highlight of my night. Anytime I go back.
Well, it's my freaking show. He's all, okay, happy Thanksgiving. What?
I love it. Go on.
Okay, I'll yell at him in the back.
Rod, you know one thing because I know you're a big Lakers fan and you deal with the LeBron hate, but you know one thing I do say, LeBron won't get respect until he retires. Watch.
Of course.
Watch.
Michael Jordan got the same thing in return. You know what I'm saying? Like all greats are always revered in that type of way. Like it is what it is.
I don't like LeBron because he asks for respect. I want my damn respect. Like
he deserves it. But people don't.
You don't have to beg for it when you get your chip.
See? If Steph came out and says, I deserve my respect.
He would never, though. That's the thing.
Rightfully so, right? But everybody else would say,
no. Never do that, though. Steph has never done it, and he would never do it. Steph's different. He's built different.
Thank you. There are two totally different players. I agree.
Right.
And says no one cares about LeBron.
But watch, Rod, watch.
Exactly. Thank you, Tanya. No one gives a shit because LeBron has to ask for respect. Steph doesn't. That's how humble he is.
But LeBron ain't humble. Gina.
LeBron crowned himself king.
No one cares about LeBron. That is major cap, and y'all know it. Like,
Hold on, Rod. Y'all can't jump on my stuff.
Who the hell puts up a press conference about where he's signing?
Huh?
Just sign the paper and go. Why do you have to make a big deal about it?
Wow, the disrespect.
Like when he went to Miami.
The disrespect for the guy.
You're gonna watch a whole freaking night of basketball.
Here's the thing. Everybody knows Steph is my guy. It's Dub Nation over here.
My favorite team.
Clay. Why?
Yeah,
Team Clay.
He's my favorite.
Hey, I'm with them all. It's Dub Nation.
I respect him.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta give credit to where credit is due. Like, let's
right.
not play like LeBron is nobody now.
I've never said that. I've never said that.
Oh, I'm not saying you were. Nobody said it.
Right. LeBron is legit. He's in the conversation of one of the best players ever. And all that does is elevate Golden State's pedigree. Like, because we knocked them out in the finals. Like, that's why I was like, we got to get away from people saying, oh, LeBron is trash. Nobody cares. Hey, LeBron, as far as I'm concerned, he's that guy. He just couldn't beat the other guy in the finals, except for that one time. You know, so that one time ain't really count. You know, whatever. But we ain't gonna talk about that. You know, they did Draymond wrong. You know.
Hey, Warriors fans, why is it that you guys go 73-9 and then?
Well, we ain't talking about that right now, right?
First of all, because
one answer.
No, I got this,
Draymond Green,
I got
game
this.
5. Draymond Green, game 5. Suspended.
I got this, Gina. Gina, I got you, boo. I got you, boo. First of all, we went 73-9.
Basketball and say something like that. It didn't.
The only reason why we lost. Because the simple fact that they had to give it to you because it's been like 50 years. And so they were like, we just don't have to ruin their one moment. And they decided to give it to you because they got tired. That's the only reason why we lost. You're not going to do that, Rod. You're not going to do that, Rod.
Y'all really want to do this now? Y'all really want to
Hey,
do
Rod, I've been a fan since Spreewell, Muggsy Bogues. So I've been there before and then after 2015. The only reason why we lost that is because they got tired of us beating down LeBron. So they had to give him at least one.
Let me ask you one question. You guys have how many rings? Just answer the question. Just answer the question.
Well, total 7, but
total 7.
Total of how many?
7.
Right? 7. If you double the amount of rings, we still have more than you guys.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this. Let me get this.
Go ahead, Mac.
Okay. So you guys got what?
Last team to 3?
You guys got how many? 17?
Who was the last team to 3?
How many y'all got?
They're tied with Boston. They're tied with Boston. I think it's 17.
Technically, they're down 1 because the Mickey Mouse ring is questionable.
Not the Mickey Mouse.
Hold up.
Not the Mickey Mouse.
Look.
Yeah.
You're not going to discredit me. Just because
bubble ring.
We gave them. We gave LeBron 4 months off to get the chip. He got 4-month vacation, and then he said, "Let's come back and play." But my thing with everybody keeps the Laker fans, Celtic fans. Oh, just like with Wayne, he'd be talking to me. Oh, we got all these rings, bro. Back in the 50s, and there was like 6 teams. Oh, you had a good chance. Like, that's what it was. There was like 6 teams in the league. Y'all got rings back then. Cool. I grew up. I respected the Magic era. Cool. But we winning now.
Say it again,
like,
Tanya.
We winning now. It's what they've done lately.
I agree. I'm just saying, but look, I've seen rings every like growing up. I've seen them my whole life, rings. Y'all are just now seeing them. That's the part that kills me with Warrior fans right now. Y'all acting like y'all have been doing this for years. Like, no,
we have. We've been trying for years, Rod, and we finally made it to the promised land.
Rod,
y'all were trash. That's not.
At least we're humble. We come from humble beginnings. We come from humble beginnings.
We would make the playoffs.
You didn't have no damn choice.
We just get beat. Like,
hey, Rod, at the end of the day, we built our team from scratch. Your legacy was bought and paid for. Remember that.
A ring is a ring. I don't care how you
and we still the recent champs. Y'all tried to ruin our championship night, and we had to spank you again to make you realize it. Don't sleep on us.
Look,
we get it, Rod.
Season,
but I love Rod.
To gloat on that, I can never disagree with that. We are teenagers when it comes to rings, and you guys are still children.
That might be so.
No, he didn't go there.
That might be so. But hey, it's been a good last decade. That's all we can say. I can't talk about the 80s anymore. You know, that was a long time ago.
Look what you just said. Decades.
Man, I wasn't finished. I wasn't finished. My Pirates, man.
You know, we had the Shaq era.
Since I've been alive, I've had one decade that we were irrelevant. How many decades that you guys have been irrelevant?
44 years. It took us 44 years to get there. It took us 44 years to get there.
To get a ring.
I'm a Warriors fan. And at the end of the day, it took us 44 years.
My life, my whole life. I've been to plenty of parades my life.
Hey, we can say the same thing.
I've seen rings, and as a grown-up, I've seen rings. So I've seen both sides of it.
We can say the same thing.
For real.
We can say the same thing.
We can say it too, boo.
Yeah.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Hold on. Right. In your lifetime.
Don't tell me that lie.
In your lifetime.
I'm from Oakland. I was born in Oakland.
You don't have to do me right.
How many rings y'all got?
He pulls out the Bay card.
How many rings y'all got in your lifetime, Rod?
I'm from the Bay. I was born in the Bay. Don't try me.
Rep the Bay. We want you to, but
we Bay. Oakland all day.
Y'all won in your lifetime. Let's not talk about the 50s and 60s. In your lifetime, how many rings y'all got? Your lifetime.
In my lifetime?
Yeah.
Let me see. 8? Hold on. I you know what? Because you say you guys only have 7, right? I'm going to
7
count
total.
Every year that since I've been born.
Izzy.
Since 1980, the year I was born. The year that Magic
Last
Johnson came
generation.
into the league and won, the year that I won.
Go ahead.
That's one. How many did we win in
yes,
the
double D is in my blood.
4? We won 4 in the 80s, right? 4 in the 80s.
You the Lakers fan, you tell me.
So that's 4 in the 80s. We skipped the 90s. We won 3 more for that, you know, the first one. So that's 7. That's how many you guys got? 7, right?
7.
Since I've been born. So I've seen 7 of them since I've been born. And then we got 2 more after that with Kobe, right? So that makes 9.
So you got 9.
2 more years, y'all might have a chance. Okay, I'll leave y'all.
9 rings. That's nice. That's nice, man.
And he walked off. We got Bay Area.
We got 4. That's all I'm saying. What you Come on,
Rod.
Hey. I mean,
hey, Rod.
She said what she said.
Rod, I'm an 80s baby, and I understand. I used to sit there with my brother and watch a Donald Foyle. I used to sit there and watch Muggsy Bogues. At one point in my life, I thought Monte was going to do it. But at the end of the day, like I used to tell people, I've been a Warriors fan since Latrell Sprewell when they lied and said he choked the coach. That did not happen. He was fixing his collar. But we two behind
Hilarious.
you on thin rings. I guarantee you, the Warriors is gonna be that dynasty still, even after. And yeah, we having a little rough start, but guess what?
I'm not disagreeing with nothing you're saying.
So why the hate? So why the hate?
I genuinely don't have any hate. I just saw Tanya.
They're not our rivals.
Let me let this be known right now. Tanya, you have been coming at me. And after
you can't come for my sister.
Good.
You can't come for my sister.
Does anyone know where I'm at, by the way?
Huh?
Only a true fan would know where I'm at.
Man, I'm just saying, like.
That candlestick.
Nope.
Hey.
Keys are.
Warriors.
Yes.
There you go.
And the Lakers dynasty is over.
It's over. Long as you admitted it, and the Warriors is going to.
I think Rod was just reading that statement. I don't really think Rod said that out loud.
I'm gonna listen to a man in a costume tell me that.
I mean,
hey Rod,
the dynasty thing, like,
no, I'm just joking. It's just jokes. It's just jokes.
It ain't really happening.
I'm listening. I'm here.
If you ever, feeling down and lonely and stuff, you could just look at, and take notes on what it's like to be a recent championship winner. You can come sit at our table and eat, and we got you.
Wow. They just going in on my guy tonight. Like, he just taking it from all over the place. The chat.
But I love the Lakers. The Lakers has never been our rivals. The only team I hate in the NBA is the Clippers. I can't stand them, how bad they used to dog us out.
You know the reason why the Clippers are our rivals, and that's obviously because they're in the same city and the same, stadium or whatever arena, which is on accident. But we all know that they haven't won anything since me.
Ever.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So I just wanted to say it that way. So I don't even bring up Clippers into a situation unless we're talking about haircuts. And clearly I don't need one. But about the Warriors and everything like that, it has nothing to do with it. Nothing. Warriors are honestly my second favorite team. Honestly.
Right?
Who's your favorite player?
Why I'm a Laker fan is because my childhood portion of it, I grew up in the LA area. That's the reason why. So for me and my dad brought me up as a Laker fan. That's why. It would have been worse if he would have brought me up and I wouldn't have been talking to y'all because he's a trash ass Raiders fan.
Sorry.
So you know where it goes from there. At least I took the judgment of basketball. All right, I give you that one. Football, you don't know shit. Anyway, so it is what it is.
Hey, I'm with you.
He broke my heart.
Love it.
Tanya said, Rod, she said it's all love.
Man, it's all love. I just be talking trash.
$30.
That's the best part. That's the best part.
So is our goal to turn Rod into a Warriors fan before the end of the year?
I don't think he'll ever
be. It wouldn't be Rod if we did.
I want to see him try that.
Well, first of all, this is.
I don't even have a basketball team, Rod. So
the Warriors have a better year. So obviously they have the bragging rights within. That wouldn't even be a fair, type of, back and forth. Now the banter, if you're just going to say in general, as far as organization wise, well, we won't even talk about that. Like we have, shows against, that talk about us. Whereas I don't know anything about the Warriors.
It's a scam.
Just saying.
See, Rod. See, we cool for a minute, and then I feel like you be taking
and
the
then he just throws that blow in there. He was going, yes, why? He was
be
cool,
like, all right,
and then he just dagger.
And he just be like, yo, y'all ain't got no specials
he
on TV.
extended that olive branch.
No HBO series. I get it. All right.
Rod gave you an olive branch and threw salt on it. It's all right.
Oh, my fault. Thoughts on USC? USC will be Notre Dame. Notre Dame is ranked 18th, I think. They're trash this year. They're gonna be trash. It is what it is. We should dominate. It's a home game for us. It's our last game. Yeah, it's our last game. We should be 11-1. Caleb Williams will be the Heisman Trophy winner. I think he'll throw for over 300 yards this weekend, 4 touchdowns. We got all of our our receivers back. It is
we
what
ready.
it is. Holla back.
We ready.
Just gave you the whole USC drop down. Boom.
There you go.
Well, we went 49ers, NBA, and college football. So that's gonna do it for tonight.
That's why Gina's show is the best.
Aww. Love you. Thanks, you guys. I fucking love you all. And I know we said goodbye already, but this is goodbye again. So happy Thanksgiving, Adam.
Yes, you beat me this time.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Was that a compliment?
I think it was.
That was a compliment?
I think it was.
I'm being passive aggressive towards Adam. Happy Thanksgiving to all, and I hope you eat turkey or tofurkey if you're vegan or whatever the hell.
It's all black people here. We don't know what that is.
Okay. I hope you enjoy your meats, pies, pastries, potatoes, vegetables, whatever. I don't know. Mine is going to be an Italian feast, which means a lot of carbs and pork. So, yeah, we eat a lot of pork.
The Lakers are trash this year. I'm just being honest.
And yeah, Lakers.
We still love you, Rod. You still number one. Don't come.
But said it is what it is.
It is what it is, y'all.
A Rod segment called "It Is What It Is" coming to a segment near you in the Reppin' with Gina G show. Hey! Thanks to the wise soul.
Sports
That's
for
how
you.
we do. Keep it lit.
That's where I hear that all the time. Why? Sports for you.
Nice.
Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you need to do. Share this show. What's that? I didn't hear you. I think someone has this on speaker.
We're gonna have a problem here.
Houston, we have. I love you guys. Please share this show with your friends. And Double B Studio says, great show. Now I'm hungry and mad at LeBron. All love filling our fans. Thank you. He is a new viewer. Thank you so much for coming in to the show and watching. I appreciate y'all. And that's going to do it.
Tell a friend.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody. And signing off. And everybody, we're going backstage. So if you want to hang out, Adam, do your thing while I send everybody out.